Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to our cell biology, genetics and evolution class. In this video, we are going to discuss the second cross or the reciprocal cross of T.H. Morgan. In the first cross, if you remember, he crossed a red-eyed female with a white-eyed male. So in the reciprocal cross, what he did, now these are the parents in which he crossed. Now the female was white-eyed. So this is a white-eyed female with a red-eyed male. This is a red-eyed male. And as we already know, the sex chromosome, the rod-like, since this is a white-eyed female, it must be homozygous for the recessive gene. Whereas male, it has X carrying the dominant allele and Y without any eye color gene. Since female is heterozygous for white color or the recessive allele, it's going to make gametes, and all the gametes would carry the white-eyed allele. So we are going to make only one gamete. So these are the gametes of the female. However, the male gametes will be different, 50% carrying the X chromosome and 50% carrying the Y chromosome. So these are the sperms of the male. So this sperm can fertilize this egg, so we would get a red-eyed female. Similarly, this sperm can also fertilize this egg. So what we are going to get is a male, and as I told you before when we were discussing the general outcome of the Morgan crosses, that in the reciprocal cross the result of the F1 was totally different. So now you can see that we have 1:1, 1:1, one red-eyed and one white-eyed, whereas the red-eyed are all females and the white-eyed are male. So this is the F1, and as you can clearly see, it is totally different from the result of the previous cross. In that particular cross, we obtained all red-eyed flies. So now let's do the selfing, and now these two will be the parents for the next generation, F2 generation. This particular female, it's going to make two kinds of eggs, one carrying the dominant red-eyed allele and the other carrying the white-eyed allele. Similarly, this particular male, since it has an X and a Y, so it is also going to make two kinds of gametes, one carrying the white-eyed allele and other the Y chromosome. So now let's make the cross. These are the sperms. So this particular egg can combine with this sperm, and we get, as you can see, we have a red-eyed and a white-eyed X chromosome. So this will be our result. This will be a female, and it will be, as you can see, we have a red-eyed and a white-eyed heterozygous female, but its phenotype will be red-eyed. Similarly, this particular sperm can fertilize this egg, and we get a result like this. This is a Y chromosome. Now, since this chromosome is carrying the dominant allele, this will be a red-eyed male. And now it's turn off this particular egg, so it can combine with this sperm, and as you can see, this is recessive allele. The male X chromosome is also carrying the recessive allele. The female parent X chromosome is also carrying the recessive allele. As you can see, both of these are carrying the recessive allele. So this will be a female, but a white-eyed female. And this particular egg can also be fertilized by this particular sperm, and we get a male, and this will be also a white-eyed male. So as I told you in the previous video, that the result in the F2 was 1:1:1:1:1. So we have females, but 50% of the females are red-eyed, 50% white-eyed. Then we have males, 50% red-eyed, 50% white-eyed. So we do have red color and white color, and if you combine the red-eyed flies and white-eyed flies, then it will make 1:1. So this is red-eyed, red-eyed. So 1:1, and this is white-eyed, this is white-eyed. So 2:2 or 1:1. So in the F2 we have 50% red-eyed flies and 50% white-eyed flies, and of those 50%, as you can see, we have both male and females. So these red-eyed flies, they are 50% male, 50% female, and of these white-eyed we have 50% male and 50% female. So this is the result of a sex gene, of a gene which is located on the X chromosome, a result of a cross which is because of a gene which is involved in sex-linked inheritance. So as far as the pattern of the sex-linked traits is concerned, as you can see in both the crosses, this is the second cross or the reciprocal cross, and if you minimize it, and this was the initial cross of T.H. Morgan, in which we crossed a red-eyed, this is a red-eyed female with a white-eyed male. The inheritance of character is a crisscross. It follows a crisscross pattern. That is, a trait like this one, a red-eye trait, it is transferred from mother, now this is the mother, to its son, from mother to son. So from mother to son and then to granddaughter. So mother to son and then it goes to the granddaughter. So it follows a crisscross pattern. So from mother, this trait is this allele, as you can see, it is transferred to in F1. As you can see, this is the mother and this is its son. So from mother to son and from son to granddaughter, as you can see, this particular X chromosome is transferred to the daughters. So the trait is transferred from mother to son and from son to granddaughter and so forth. This is the regular pattern of sex-linked traits. So now homework for you, and hopefully you are going to do it, and you are going to solve it and upload it in your WhatsApp group. You are given about 24 hours, that is next day you are going to display it in the groups, and that is sex-linked inheritance of sex-linked trait in man. So one of them is, now this is just by chance, that the traits of sex-linked inheritance in Drosophila, that is also an eye color, and in humans it is not eye color, but it is related to eyesight or eyes. So that is color blindness. Color blindness. Now the pattern of color blindness, it follows the sex-linked inheritance. The reason is that the gene for color blindness is located on the X chromosome, And since our sex determination is just like Drosophila, XX and XY, female carries 2 X chromosomes and male carries only 1 X chromosome. And the allele for normal vision, it is located on the X chromosome and it is dominant allele, whereas allele for the color blindness, which is allele to this particular one, it is also located, obviously when this is located on the X chromosome, this is also located on the X chromosome. Color blindness, colorblind is an individual which cannot distinguish between red and green usually. This is color blindness. Whereas a normal vision, a person who has a normal vision, he or she can easily distinguish between these two colors, whereas a color blind cannot. And this inheritance is, its pattern is sex-linked inheritance. So I give you a hint or a clue. For example, if you can make a cross like this, if you do not want to draw the rods for the chromosomes, so you can do it like this. So this is C for the color blindness or the dominant allele, which is a normal vision, and this is small c for the colorblind individual. So you are going to make a cross in a very similar way as Morgan did. So that was a red-eyed fly with a white red-eyed female with a white-eyed male. So a normal vision, that is a dominant female with a recessive male. This is a normal female, and this is a colorblind man. Colorblind male. And you will get the same results as Morgan did in his first cross. And then in the next reciprocal cross, you are going to do it like this. That is a colorblind female with a normal man, with a normal male. And you are going to again get the same result, 1:1:1:1 in the F2. And in the F1, 50:50, 1:1, one red-eyed and one white-eyed, or one colorblind and one normal. So this is first cross, and this is the reciprocal or the second cross, and this is your homework or assignment. Hopefully you can do it easily. So this was the pattern of sex-linked inheritance, how an allele of a sex-linked trait is transferred from parents to offspring, or its pattern of inheritance. So this was sex-linked inheritance. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.